If you think the secret to mastering AI is writing better prompts, you are holding yourself back. The top 1% don't prompt most of the time. They build AI teams. They give AI a job description, responsibilities, workflows, tools, and the AI teammate works for them on demand. No re-explaining or repeating yourself. I run finance AI transformation at Amazon, and AI is what I do all day. And I can tell you this, most AI content is hype that leaves you chasing tools and patch fixes without giving you a proper system. In fact, various studies show over 95% of AI projects are failing. But Claude Skills are different. They let you build actual AI specialists which can act as your teammates, not just chatbots, and let you become part of the small group winning in the AI adoption race. So in this video, I'll break down exactly what Claude Skills are, how they are different from just prompts, how to build them, and the hidden trick almost no one knows which lets you use Claude Skills on ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other AI platform you use. So what makes Claude Skills different? Let me show you. I gave Claude a task that breaks most AI tools, something that takes a human analyst 5 hours to a full day. I've been investing in stocks for the last 5 years, but analyzing stocks is painful. To do it right, like Warren Buffett, you have to read hundreds of pages of financial statements. It is boring, dry, and slow. So I built a financial statement analyzer skill in Claude. Now I'm looking at Trade Desk, which is an advertising company. Their Q3 report is 107 pages long. I don't have the time to read, but I want an investment grade analysis report. So I drag the PDF in Claude and ask it to analyze using the respective skill. Claude sees the file, it automatically recognizes it needs to use the financial analyzer skill. It didn't ask me, it just knew. Now it's reading the job description of that specific Claude skill. It's pulling the code scripts for performing actual ratio analysis, it's executing different valuation models, and 5 minutes later, we have a professional grade financial analysis memo. Looking at the memo, it didn't just summarize the results, it analyzed it. It pulled the 18% revenue growth trend, it calculated the operating margin expansion to 21.8%. It even flagged the risks like the 975 million in aggressive share buybacks or the specific class action litigation. It did all the math, checked the risks, and rated the financial health. I checked a few calculations manually and they were 100% accurate. And as someone who invests and tries to do research on a regular basis, I was fairly impressed with the results. So how did Claude know that it needs to use the FS analyzer skill? Think of each Claude skill as having its own business card in Claude's wallet. When I upload a file, Claude glanced at its wallet and saw the financial analyst card and realized I need to call this expert. The expert skill then calls in their own library of deep knowledge called resources and tools like code scripts only when needed. And this is a very smart feature because it means you can have unlimited AI expert team members without overwhelming the model's memory because they're only used when needed. You can now stop building prompts and instead build AI specialist skills. Target building 3 to 6 specialists for 80% coverage of your work. Focus on things you find mundane, repetitive, or boring so your valuable time goes into high impact work. So how do you actually build one of these specialists yourself? Let's try building a skill together for something most of us have done, applying for a job. Job hunting is painful. You find a role, you're excited about it, then you spend an hour rewriting your CV to match the job description and multiply that by 20 applications. That's 20 hours of copy paste misery for it to be rejected anyway. So I go in Claude and ask it to create a job application trailing expert skill. The skill will help me tailor my CV for any roles I apply using executive CV writing techniques. I have uploaded my CV and LinkedIn profile and a master list of my accomplishments as reference material for training. Only my source data should be used to tailor the CVs without any hallucinations. And the skill should produce high quality formatted word copy of the updated CV if requested. Now Claude first reads its own master framework which allows it to create skills for any work. Then it reads all the data I gave it and builds a master skill that knows my entire career. I can just click copy to Claude once it's ready, and now this skill is part of my Claude's skill catalog. I never have to prompt again or re-upload my CVs. But the $1,000,000 question, let's see if the skill is any good. And what happened next surprised me. I found this role for a director of finance transformation. I'm going to upload the role details and ask Claude to tailor my CV for the job. It tailors and generates a CV fully formatted in Word, which I can just take and use or edit if needed. This is huge. Claude just became a specialist HR expert team member and didn't just swap keywords, it strategically drafted a CV positioning me for that specific role. Now imagine using this for 20 applications. That's 4 minutes to tailor the CV rather than 2 hours per CV. So now it's your turn. Identify the first task you will build a Claude code skill for, and just like the CV example, try and give it examples of best quality work so it learns to produce the same for you. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if Claude's price goes up or you want to use that same skill in ChatGPT or Gemini? Well, they don't have the skills capability. But there is a trick which lets you use Claude skills on any other platform, and almost no one is talking about this. You simply go to Claude and say, convert this skill into custom GPT instructions and give me all the skill files as downloadable markdown files. Claude packages everything up, you download the files, and now you can take them to ChatGPT or Gemini, copy the custom GPT instructions into the setup, and upload those same markdown files. Done. You have the same skill now available in ChatGPT or Gemini or any other platform. I tested this with my financial analyzer. Gemini produced the same quality report. It took 5 minutes to port the full skill. And here is why this works. Skills aren't Claude specific technology. Claude came up with a universal architecture, a way of organizing knowledge, workflow, and tools that any modern AI can understand. And this way you're not locked into one platform. However, there is a big problem with skills. They can think, but they cannot always act. Your financial analyst can crunch 107 pages, but it can't check your portfolio every morning and ping you when something tanks. Your career specialist can tailor your CV, but it can't apply to 20 jobs while you sleep. Skills are the brain, agents are the hands, which let you do all of those actions. And once you give your AI hands, it works while you don't. So if you want to understand AI agents and how to build one, you can watch this video next.